Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Or as Shane, the queen, would say, hey, what's up you guys? Yes. Welcome back to another creepy video. I haven't done a conspiracy theory video on my channel yet. But just saying, this definitely won't be the last one I do. So stay tuned. We're going to start off on a light note. Tell me why Flynn Rider. You know Flynn Rider, right? The movie, Rapunzel. Flynn Rider. The one dude that looks exactly like Noah. Even Flynn is in his name. And they look exactly alike. Insert pictures right here. Exactly alike. Coincidence? I think not. This one was something that my sister told me. We were looking at old Mandela effects, and we realized people were the most popular Mandela effect is the Berenstein and the Berenstain Bear theory. But my sister was like, what if it's none of those? What if it's been Berenstein this whole time? There's Berenstein, Berenstain, and Berenstein. No one has brought up Berenstein except my sister. She was like, I remember it being Berenstein. I was like, no, it's Berenstain or Berenstein. It's Berenstein Bears, not Berenstain. But apparently, it's neither of them. Maybe this is just another Mandela effect, because I remember it being Berenstein, and granted I'm not that old, so I wouldn't know what it was before that. But I know, in my whole life it's been Berenstein Bears, not Berenstain. Maybe it's neither of them. Thing I am convinced is real. Acne treatment. If you buy acne treatment and it works for you, great. You start buying more and more and more, and then you realize, oh no, I'm breaking out more than usual. You start breaking out more than when you did when you first started. Well, guess what? What if acne companies are just pretending like it works for you, but they put something in there so it just makes you break out, so you keep buying more and more and more, because companies don't care about your skin, they care about money. This is another thing. Kids TV shows. And he's talking about Dora. Schizophrenia. One thing everyone knows about Dora is that she talks to an imaginary audience that's not there. There's not even a narrator. The narrator is supposed to be like the map. People who are schizophrenic can't go anywhere and stuff like that. Like they have to have a guidance. They talk to people who aren't there, stuff like that. Dora does all of those things. She wears a yellow bracelet that is a tracking bracelet, and Boots is the guidance monkey. She would be lost without Boots. And that's why Boots is always with her, because she will get lost. The map, she can't remember where anything is. That's why the map has to help her. Maybe Dora is based on schizophrenia. Pocoyo. This next theory is about Pocoyo. Pocoyo, if you don't know what that TV show is, it's a little kid, it's a little boy with a blue hat, and he lives in like this world. It's like all white, like the screen is all white, and then his friends are just there. Pocoyo has a few friends, is the only character except the narrator who talks to the audience that's not there, again. And they're the only two that talk. His friends don't talk. They make noise, they don't talk. In the beginning of the intro, Pocoyo starts off playing blocks by himself. And then he like by himself, so it means he doesn't have any friends. So he stands up, he starts running around, and all his friends start appearing, and the guy starts talking. What if Pocoyo's world is all in his head, which is why the screen is so white and you can't see anything? Like there's no background, it's just them. Maybe he just made his friends up so he wouldn't feel so alone. ASMR. ASMR has been very popular this year. This year was the year of ASMR and like triggers. Well, what if I told you that ASMR could be made by the government. ASMR makes people feel this tingly feeling. Here's a definition of ASMR. I don't know it, so I'm going to put it on the screen. That's what ASMR means. ASMR gives people like tingly feelings out of certain noises. But there are sounds that really are so triggering that you can't stand them, like as people would call them ear rape. And ear rape and like noises like that is like two knives going back and forth to each other. Hate that sound. That's one of the sounds that a lot of people cannot stand. Another thing is if you rub a fork against a glass. No, cannot stand that. If you scratch snow out of a window, I can't stand that. So there are certain things that people cannot take, and it's very triggering, but in the wrong way. ASMR could have been invented to quickly turn on a sound, and then everyone could be manipulated and do whatever the government wants us to do in a time of war or in a time of anything. So think, if another country knows that we don't like that certain like scratchy sound, they could use that against us. It's our weakness. But if they know that we are very easily manipulated by the sounds of someone eating spaghetti, the sound of slime, if they know we get easily manipulated, the government could just quickly turn that on and we could snap and do whatever they want us to do. Maybe that's why ASMR was created, because why else? Half of the people who watch ASMR don't even get tingles. A lot of people don't like ASMR. If they knew that, then maybe they would use that against us. This next theory. School is trying to make you dumber. School. No, there's no classes that help you survive the real world. They have no class that teaches you how to do stuff in real life. They don't have a class to teach you how to buy a house, rent a car, or buy a car, or do your taxes, or get a bank account, or go rent something, or do anything on your own. When you leave school, they don't teach you how to do that stuff. They don't teach you how to make YouTube videos. They don't teach you how to edit. They don't teach you any of that stuff. They do teach you nonsense that you're not going to need, like what's in a chromosome, what's part of the nucleus, where in the country is there a stone, what are the names of some of the mountains. You don't need to know that stuff. So why would they teach it to you? Because they want to put stuff that are not useful in your brain, so that when you go out into the real world, you don't need any of that stuff, and you have no clue what to do. Another thing is the school food is very unhealthy. There's nothing good. Most of it is just artificial stuff. It's not real, and it just is supposed to give you nutrients. How are you going to learn if what you eat at school is garbage? Another thing, which leads into the next theory, water. Water is full of fluoride. If you have a sink in your house, which most people do, and you like, whenever you're thirsty, you open the sink and you just pour a glass of water and drink it, that's terrible. Either drink out of a water bottle or get huge 5 gallons of water and put it in a cup and drink it. But don't drink water out of the sink, because it's full of fluoride. Schools' water fountains are full of it. And someone in history who used to always do that to their soldiers was Hitler. Hitler was a terrible person, and he put fluoride in water and to manipulate people. So if they're putting it in schools and in your homes, it's just very easily. Also, all these newly diseases that no one knows how to prevent, what if we've just been giving it to ourselves with all the fluoride that's in the water? We could be giving us cancerous diseases. And maybe we'll never know, because the government clogs up so much stuff that we're not supposed to ever know. This is a stupid theory, or like a what if. What if rocks are like soft, but when you touch them they become hard? And we would never know that, because how are you supposed to do that if you have to touch it? This next theory is something that I truly believe that this movie is about. Coco. The movie Coco. Coco. This movie was kind of created because there has never been like a Hispanic Disney movie, sorry, and they decided to make it on their Halloween that they do, okay? But it was very, very popular, especially by Hispanic families and children that were of that community. They were influenced by that, right? The movie Coco is based on a very scary, true story that has happened in history. And it has to do with musicians. The music industry is full of terrible things. It's filled with sex for money. It's filled with molesting children. I know this is very dark, but it's full of that stuff. But one of the number one things that it's filled with is stars doing anything they can to become the next star, the next singer. And what people would murder, but one of the most important things, not important, one of the top things that a lot of want to be stars do is sell their soul to the guy downstairs. Not your neighbor. No, worse. A guy more cranky and terrible. The devil. People sell their souls, and when you sell your soul, you can't do anything. You can't back down. You're basically part of the Illuminati. And I'm not going to talk about them because they creep me out. Excuse me. But I will tell you this. The movie Coco is based on stars selling their souls to the devil to become famous. So, in a land far away, a long time ago, thousands of years ago, there was this man. This man was a musician, or at least he wanted to be. He wanted to be huge. He wanted to be big. But he would do anything, absolutely anything, to become the next star. This man one day went outside, and there was this suspicious figure with a black robe, and you could not see his face. He was holding a guitar. He told the dude, "I am the devil, and if you sell your soul to me, I will give you this guitar, and you will become a very famous musician." And of course, the guy was like, "Yeah, I'll do anything, absolutely anything." And the guy did it. He took the guitar, and he became a musician. The movie Coco is the exact same concept. In the movie Coco, there's a guitar that supposedly belongs to his great-great-grandfather. Or great-grandfather, I don't know. And he tries to steal the guitar because in his family it's a disgrace to become a musician. You can't like music. In the movie Coco, the little boy, he's fascinated with music, and he finds out that his grandpa is a musician and he had a guitar, and he goes and steals it, and his family is not okay with any of this. He steals the guitar, and then he gets taken back where his ancestors and they were like all skeletons, and if he couldn't go back, he would become a skeleton there. Well, at the end of the movie, he gets the guitar, and he becomes a musician. The exact same concept as the story I told you. The movie Coco is based on someone selling their soul to become famous. If that doesn't spell Illuminati, I don't know what does. This is kind of a stupid one, but I mean, I believe it. Not really. What if every time you take a picture of yourself, say you take a picture with a bunch of groups, if you go to a football game, you take a bunch of pictures, if you take a bunch of selfies every single day, what if every time that you take a picture, a part of your soul stays in the picture? It's a picture, so it really can't. But what if it does? And however many pictures means how long you're going to live. think about this. If you are a celebrity and you have, like, if you go on tour and you have a meet and greet and you have to take, like, 5,000 pictures every single day, your soul stays in all of those pictures. If this theory is true. I personally don't believe it, but it could be. So you don't know. Okay, this next one is one I don't believe, is that the reason why there is water on Mars is that we used to live there, right? And we messed up the climate so bad that they had to send a pod with 2 people to go find a different planet, which is Earth. And that pod consists of Adam and Eve from the Bible, right? And the pod, because the dinosaurs were here before us, right? And the pod was actually the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. And after they killed the dinosaurs, Adam and Eve were here, and they made a whole universe full of people. And that's why we're here. So they're saying we were originally from Mars, which is why people believe that maybe those people that live on Mars never died, and the climate eventually cleared up. And that's why there's aliens. So maybe we aren't the only ones in this galaxy. But maybe we are. Which leads me to the next theory. If you think about space, you have to think about religion first. In the Bible, in the book of Genesis, it says that the universe consists of Earth, the sun, the moon, the stars, and the waters on this earth. Nowhere in any of the Bibles it says that there are planets. Planets. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Venus, all of those planets, it never says anything about those planets. And you know who first started telling people that they're planets? The government. Because the government doesn't want people to feel special. If the government wants us to think that, oh yeah, there are possibilities that there are other creatures out there, we won't feel special. We won't feel like we have a reason to be here. But the truth is, we do, because there's no other planet. But nowhere anywhere does it say, before people started having scientists and all those people, and NASA, nowhere anywhere does it say that there are such things as planets. Teachers are taught to teach more people about things that were made up by people you don't know, people that are so old they're dead, so there's no way to confirm it. So we're believing. You don't know who made the textbook. Do you personally know them? Probably not. Why are we still believing that what they're saying in those books? Is it because we're scared to think about what really is going on? That we probably are the only people on this universe, and that we don't share with other people, because it says nowhere that we share this universe, because the government doesn't want us to have a purpose of being here. Maybe that's why the Earth is probably flat, or that there's no such thing as planets. I'm gonna end this video on a high note, because this is a generally something that got me thinking. Timmy Thick was a 2015 to 2016 social media star, and he came out of nowhere. Timmy Thick became famous because of his provocative style and the way that they portrayed Timmy Thick. Now, Timmy Thick never revealed his sexuality or his gender, like what he identified as. So it makes you think, why would he never say anything publicly? Well, he was very popular, and one day it all disappeared. His social medias were deleted, his Instagram, his Snapchat, but before all that happened, his Twitter read this. I'm going to put it on the screen. Good evening. Timmy Thick was a 24-month sociological study conducted by Harvard University. We are now complete with our studies. Thank you for your time. Harvard. Harvard created Timmy Thick. Timmy Thick was never Was Timmy ever thick? Was Thick ever Timmy? Timmy Thick was created by Harvard University. They wanted to make a social media person and see. It was like a test. What would people react? How would people react to somebody who randomly blows up because of their provocative pictures? What would people say? And that's why it makes you think, well, who else out there is fake? People still don't know who Lil Miquela is. Could it be possible that there are other social media stars out there who are fake because they never put out anything other than what you see, their videos? That Timmy Thick could have been hired to perform, to take pictures, and they would pay him and be like, oh, you have to be like this figure, you had to smoke on camera, you had to twerk on videos, you had to make musicals, you had to, even Rice Scum, one of the top creators at that time, and still now, he made a reaction video to Timmy Thick. So of course it was going to get views, and people started looking more and more into it, until one day he just disappeared, and we found out the truth that he was made by Harvard. What other social media stars out there are fake? It makes you think, really. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video was kind of triggering, it was kind of funny, it was a lot of stuff, a lot of emotions. And also, I had to refilm this whole video, so I hope you guys enjoyed, because this took me like 5 hours, and I was crying for 5 hours. That's why I have all this bad stuff on my face and stuff like that. I had to wear the same hoodie from yesterday, because I had to redo the video, and then I had to stop it, eat lunch. You know what? Stop judging me. And thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe down below, like this video, and turn on post notifications down below so you never miss another upload. Thank you for watching, and watch your backs. You never know what's going to happen. Bye.